Hi, my name is Lynda Morgana. Some of you know how I've become known, and some of you know that you don't know me at all. There's been a lot going on in the world, and it's difficult to know what to believe. Whatever the truth of the past, I have cut all ties to it, and I'm starting a new life here in Scarbeck. I am still completing my counselling studies, training. I want to make counselling my career. I combat abuse, and a downside of that is that I get targeted by abusers. So my safety is a priority. Part of what I do will be talking about the psychology of sexual predators, as well as what we can actually do to keep kids safe. Now, I wonder if you've noticed this, or whether you've noticed something different to this. But there seems to be an accepted way of bringing up children that involves conditioning them to be obedient and be nice, and often to love being conditional. Now, I'm wondering whether when a child is accustomed to love being conditional, love can then be used as a manipulative tool to control them. Or rather than talk about control, because that's can be quite a sort of inflammatory word, can be used to influence their behaviour and cause them emotional suffering in ways that most people are unaware of. Now, predators are more motivated than most to work at finding ways to attract, and therefore many can be charming, or funny, or beautifully well presented. But rather than these things being reflections of a genuine person with a skill set, they are part of a well-constructed front that they hide their true nature behind and use to attract prey. If you spend any time with these people, you will see the mask slip. There will be glimpses of the nastiness beneath, flashes of aggression and attempts to dominate. And I find that apart from these moments where they are really throwing everything at you to ensure that you have the impression of them they want you to have, there's usually something very unappealing about them. Something that, despite any physically beautiful attributes or tricks to conceal the lack of, signals a wrongness. So yeah, I was actually talking about, to go back to this is all stuff that is very relevant to my life and that I've learned to put within a certain structure of my counselling studies. And my life has been an interesting one. I have been kept isolated from the psychic realm all my life. And I first started to think of communicating in that way as real last summer. It had been around 18 months by then that I had been clean of weed. And I know that most people can smoke weed recreationally, but it wasn't that way for me. I spent all my adult life smoking it as often as possible throughout the day. And it wasn't until 24th of May 2018 that I smoked my last joint. So a lot changed for me over the past 2 years. I got back to college and completed the first year of my level 4 counselling studies course. I first heard about remote viewing and that was at the end of last year. And it explained a lot. I am learning a lot about it here in Belgium, even though I have some blocks about trying it that I can't quite explain. And a lot of people don't believe I'm not a remote viewer because I have skills that they only learnt when they became remote viewers. But I grew up in Belgium where those skills are common, and I have an interest in energy work. So I would like people to respect my limitations regarding what I'm capable of in this realm, because I'm not a remote viewer. So I often don't pick up on stuff around me that others who are do. Which isn't to say that I don't have my own way of seeing things that complements that of a remote viewer very well. And I'm definitely not lacking in my ability to know everything I need to know to do everything I need to do. So where were we? So yeah. There is just a few other bits, not very organised at the moment. I sort of write stuff down and it ends up all over the place. Okay, so there's some people who do care have like wanted to know, like actually asked me like what I need given what I've been through. And let me a moment. If I can find it. Let's see, what have I done with this? What have I done with this? Let's see. Oh, that's so weird. How have I lost it? Oh, there it is. Oh no. Yeah. Oh. Can't believe what I've done with it. What have I done with it? Something about making a list of like the things that I actually need. Oh. I have to pause this and come back to it. It's not the best, right? Right, here we are. Sure I am. So that wasn't that one, 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 that wasn't that one. Oh, this is it. So I need people to understand that most of what goes on around me in the psychic realm is made sure to be kept outside of my awareness. I need to be informed about the things that I want to know, asked to know, or obviously need to know, in a real way, email, message, call. And if I'm asking, I'm ready to know, whatever it is. I can't stand being lied to. If you don't feel like you can tell me the truth, it's okay to say that you can't really say. I need people to stop ascribing completely bizarre and false meanings to things I do or say. I need to be less isolated in the psychic realm. I guess everyone is experiencing that to some level with the coronavirus situation. So, first try. Definitely need some makeup.